who is going to be our TMOD. So, all the best Toastmaster with Praja. I hand over to you.
So, hi everyone. Hi. So, good evening and a very dreamy evening and an afternoon. So, I hope you all had a great lunch. Yes. So, after a great lunch, you would all be dreamy, right? So, I'm here as your space master to take you into a space bus where you could experience all your dreams and desires come true. So, before going into the journey, before starting the space bus, I would like to give a golden ticket, the front seat, to whomsoever answers my question. So, who is an avid stargazer here? How many of you guys love looking into the stars and admire the most? So, everyone. But there's only one front seat. Okay, let's make the bus horizontal so everyone sits in the front seat. So, okay, then what do you think of when you see a starry night and how do you feel? So, anybody can answer.
Peaceful.
Okay, then.
Peaceful. Peaceful.
Peaceful. Okay, then.
Emotional.
Some kind of imaginations that you imagine, you dream of something like that. There's no right or wrong answers. It is just about everybody is unique, so are their answers. So anybody could just give a brief feeling, like an introspection, something like that. Nobody?
I'm going through so much struggles now, but one day I'm definitely going to shine like that star that's far away, and I'm going to shine.
My perspective when seeing those starry nights is that there are so many planets and stars up above. And why am I and why are we destined to be on planet Earth? And why am I born in India, in Tamil Nadu, and in Virudangal? And especially why am I studying in Sri Eshwar College of Engineering? And why am I right now standing here before you speaking about stars and something? So everything has a purpose, right? And we design ourselves to be like this. Like, I should be like this. You design yourselves. But there is a base design. And someone have designed it, right? Because that is what differentiates between us. So who designed all those? And what makes I as I and what makes you as you? So there is something above our consciousness. We don't know where do we come from before our birth. And we don't know where do we go after our birth. But all that we know is there is something about our consciousness which is undiscovered. And somehow we relate it to the space. Why? Because space is also undiscovered. And people are so much interested into mysteries. Why? Could anybody tell?
Curiosity.
Curiosity. Then? Something else? Curiosity is a good answer. Anything related? Just anybody can answer it.
Unknown. Mystery is like unknown.
Mysteries.
We don't know what is.
Adventure.
What?
Adventure.
Adventure. Super. Actually, there are many mysteries in the histories. Okay, I would like to tell a difference. When everything had happened in the past, when something had happened in the past, and you just know everything about it, then it is history. Then when something had happened unusual, you don't know anything about it, but still you are interested to know something about it, then it is mystery. It's just a little definition that I have found out during the process. So many people are so crazy on discovering mysteries and collecting details about it, and I'm even a person who loves mystery and tries to solve it, but still they come up with some crazy ideas and stuffs like that. So, okay, there are so many mysteries actually. I know many of them would have gone crazy in their childhood, knowing mysteries and collecting details and stuffs about it. Many would have loved them and many would have seen documentations about it. Is anyone like that? So much interested in mysteries and collected so much details about it, and you would discuss with it in your school times with your peers? Someone like that? Before knowing, okay, in the meanwhile process, you just think of it and just collect the details whichever you were enjoying in your childhood days. So before that, let's hear our journey experience. like to call the general evaluator. Expressing my comment of the day. So, I have asked before this prepared speaking session that if any of you have if any of you have been interested in many of the mysteries in your childhood, and if you were interested in it, so that you could share some points about it, the tidbits that you have collected, something like that. Have anybody have come up with it? Mysteries? Anybody? Okay, so I hope that many of you will be familiar with Area 54, Bermuda Triangle, Mariana Trench, and so on. So there are so many mysteries that I couldn't go on listing. So have you ever heard of Skinwalker Ranch? A mystery like that? Skinwalker Ranch? Anybody? At least guess where the place is. Just a guess. Yes? Yeah, it's true. So, okay, it is actually very interesting. I don't want to waste time telling about it. So, you guys just go and surf about it. It is really interesting. I just wanted to share it with you guys so that when you find time, you could just surf about it and know. So, when coming to the stars, let me tell you, nowadays, at present, in many space laboratories, we are just sending signals to space, and we are seeing whether we get any response to find whether there are any other life forms in the planets or stars, something like that. Why? Because we think that they are more civilized than us, so that they give us some knowledge, we could share some knowledge, we would tell them that we in Earth, we are doing this, and in your planet, what are those things happening, and how aliens are there, present there. So for them, we are aliens, and for us, they are aliens. That is for sure, right? So not only in present, in past also, when we go to archaeology side, many researchers have told that every civilization in mythology talks about stars. So what I tell is, our ancestors have come from the stars and have shared the knowledge. With those knowledge only, we have civilized. This is what our civilizations and mythologies tell us. So even in the past, we are referring to the stars, and even in present, we look upon to the stars, and even in the future, we search for stars and we search for other life forms so that we get exposure into this universe. We think that we are so limited in here, sitting in this here. Even in here, there are so many billion people that we don't know, but we are just socializing into us, right? There are millions of people that we haven't socialized yet, and it is impossible to do so. So, coming to the point, what I am coming to tell is, stars has been playing an important role in all our lives. Not only what is there scientifically, also psychologically and physiologically, stars have played a major role. For example, let's take somebody's inspiration. Let's take Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Let's take Ronaldo. Everybody in their childhood would have sat under the stars and would have imagined how would they achieve something, or they would have planned their life according to their own interest under those stars. So when you see stars, you find that you are very small in this infinite universe, and you wanted to do something to impress, to express and do anything in this world, and to let them know that you are there, and to be happy for yourself. So, for example, I told Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Ronaldo, as such, we also have at times sat under the stars and thought about the life journey we are going to lead, and we design ourselves according to it. We put so much of hard work, and not only hard work, we just dream about it. Dreaming isn't just about dreaming something. Actually, they tell dreams does not let you sleep. It's also true, but while dreaming, dreams can be actually achieved by dreaming. So you have to keep on processing the dreams in your mind. Just dream. The dreams will come true. For example, I request you all to close your eyes for 5 minutes and follow the instructions that I say. Could you please all close your eyes? No cheating. environment, very calm, and you are under a very starry night. So there are stars above you, you are very closer to moon, and all you see is just stars and a blank space. Comets are coming over, and there are so many twinkling stars so that you could wish upon a star. You are actually not the same person now you are. You are a person who have done a lot of hard work and are very near to achieving your goals that you had set your mind on. Now imagine and wish that you could be of some person that you have imagined of right now. You are very near to your success. You are very proud of yourself. The whole universe is with you. You love yourself to the most. And you love your family. Family loves you. The world knows your name right now. You have done something to this world that you are proud of. Feel that emotion. Think like you have achieved that what you have dreamt of. There are millions of people before you praising your name. And most importantly, you have achieved the whole purpose of your life. Happiness. Feel it. So slowly open your eyes right now. I guess someone's mind is ரொம்ப பயமா இருக்கு கீழ வாங்க. So okay, now how would you feel? Did you go touch the success? Yeah. How did you feel? Somebody expressed in it just a 2 lines. Because you have gone and reached your success. Is that what you feel about it? Have you really imagined what it told? Or you just left with the dreamy with that? So I propose that this idea is very great when coming to achieving your goals. It is not that I'm just advising you. By advising you, I advise myself because it is actually important. Many of the successful persons have dreamt of being the person right now. So by dreaming only you achieve your dreams. Not only you should dream for it, but we should also work for it. So by dreaming you could improve the efficiency of your works and things like that. So stars are not object that you just see and you just admire of it and just go. It is a reminder to know who you are, to find the purpose of your life and to keep you motivated. So with this, it's time for refueling. So
Alvin, before starting my story, I like to talk one thing. Life is not creating, not developing yourself. It's like creating whom you are. Right? First, I want to speak my personal life, and then I told you what are the aspects you should develop from my story. It's like a moral of the story. So first, my theme is Voyager, right? Life of a Voyager. Everybody knows that Voyager means traveling somewhere, finding something, right? Then we have 2 types of Voyager types. One is physical, one is mental. Physical means we are go on travel, like we visiting some place, we enjoy ourselves, and then we have multiple perspective to take decisions. So we are Voyager in minds. So a bit of both my story. I am like physical, mentally a Voyager. So let's start my story with an. I'm Alvin. I'm born in Tugupudi. So before a back of 18 years, I born on September 12th. First, it was like 3.5 lbs of baby. It's very heavy. My grandmother used to say, I was just more dark in that time. Every family relations, they spoke that when we are babies, very dark. They said they used to say that everybody knows that one. Then my grandmother says that very funnily. That's one that like. So I never give up. That's my motive. Appearance can be destructive. So we have the inner strength and mind to develop ourselves. So first, then we moved to Mother India, where I studied up to 4th standard. My first up to that 6 years, I studied a lot. I used to socialize to everyone, girls or boys. That I liked a lot. And during I studied in Mother India. At 2012, I think I shattered our life. That my dad lost his job during 2012. So we have a decision to move other district to get a job. So we moved to Chennai for 2 years. Just for 2 years, we moved to Chennai. I studied my 5th and 6th in Chennai. So it's new to me. Everything is new to us. Because in Madurai it's like a small rural. It's totally a metropolitan city where everything is bit of change. So it's very hard for me to transfer myself from this place to that place. So just during that period, another change. I have to move to Trichy. So there I learned for 2 years. I completed 2 years in there, like 8th and 7th and 8th. So that's a place where my English speaking skills were developed by that school. So I like the school very much because they personally helped me a lot to speak in English very well, and they dealt with us with the stage fear. Then at last, when I go to 9th, I have to move to back to my native place. After there, I studied in 12th. Purely up to 8th, I learned in Gold. When I go to 9th, it's very new because it's a boys' school. You know, boys' school is very hard. Because from 9th to 12th, it's very boys. So I have been in a comfort zone where we usually socialize only with friends. We don't usually socialize with other persons or new persons during a boys' school. So that's why today I am so stutter when I speak with girls. That's the problem with me. I don't used to speak a lot of girls. Then at last 10th completed, marks given. I usually, when I take a decision, I usually prepare a lot before 1 year to what should I choose. At my childhood, I had one vision, I had one ambition that I should be a scientist, like an Eshwar scientist, NASA scientist. So I like a lot space studies, astrology, everything. Then when I moved to 10th mark game, so I have only in mind that I should choose computer science, max. But what happened, God given to me that I have to choose biology due to my parents' decision. That's very precious to me. That subject is very precious. I was that scattered my marks down very low. First I took 91 in science, but during my down, I got just passed in biology. Very, very tough decision I chose in that time. But I studied that one thing. If that's your life, you should choose what you are. Whom you are, you should choose it. So don't let any other to choose your ambition or life to it. So I chose engineering as my career, my decision. Everything's mine. My relations have, most of them have frowny face that engineering or that like they used to, they back on me. How you want to be enlightened in your life. But I make a tough decision that I should be an engineer. So I came here. Now currently going the Toastmaster Club. I am speaking. I am introducing myself to you. Everything is new to me. I just this is the stage I am introducing everything to you. I not all spoke to my friends this things and all. So that's my story. But I have to speak to something other than my life story. That we have a small life period of time. So being very sad about the past and being very frightened about the future, you don't enjoy your life in the present. So I like everybody to enjoy your present, do your thing very happily, and your life is in your hand. Don't let it give it to any other else. Thank you.